Okay, so today I'm working on like a really small project. What I'm going to do is I'm going to work a bit on the secret costume of mine that I've been working on for quite a while, which you can see chilling in that corner over there, which is my Evil-Lyn costume from He-Man, if you haven't already guessed. The last bits that I'm waiting on for it are just in shipping, and it's fabric for the cape, and so I can't really do anything more for it until they arrive. So I thought I would do a little extra. I'm trying to make this like little glowing hand orb, a light up one that I can carry around as a prop. Today I went out and bought just some LEDs and batteries to have a quick go, and wasn't very impressed because I got like a little pack of, you know, the brightest LEDs I could find. The thing is, it's not particularly bright. What I do have, however, in my house are these little push lights that you stick them inside your shed so that you can like push the button and the light turns on. These things are bright as shit, as you can see. You know, they're real bright. And so, like the genius I am, I was like, I'm gonna take that apart and steal the LEDs, because maybe the LEDs are the reason that this is just so incredibly dull and not very illuminated. Because this, I mean, it's alright, but it's not this. So I took apart one of these, because I have a pack of 3. I took it apart with my bare hands and a pair of scissors because it didn't have any screw holes, because you're not supposed to take them apart. And I managed to slice my thumb, ripping it apart with my bare hands and my teeth. But I got this little buddy out of it, which is very interesting because, you know, this little thing here is the push button for turning off and on. So I could potentially find a way to make it so I can turn it off, but I'm just probably gonna not. I'm gonna do it so that, you know, when I put the battery in, it turns on. I've got this little battery pack and a little lithium battery. And the idea being that this will sort of be this whole thing, and I'll have it in my hand instead of hovering there. I've got a big sheet of clear thermoplastic. It's the clear warbler. I also have a large amount of plexiglass lying around, which we'll see how that deals with heat. Probably not great, but we're gonna, like most things, wing it. I wanted to do more sort of tutorials for this channel, or for the Patreon, but I realized that I've never really worked well with tutorials. I've always worked really well just watching other people do things, trying to work out, you know, why they're doing it and how they're doing it, and then trying it myself. If I try and explain what I'm doing to you, it won't make any sense, because it doesn't really make any sense. It's just me sort of being like, what if I tape this to the floor? Doesn't work. What if I tape it to the ceiling? Nah, it does work. So let's have fun trying to work out how to make this. So I've almost already burnt myself on this because I'm smart. We're gonna try and solder. This will be fun. Oh shit, alright. I'm trying to solder these 2 tiny bits together. See how well that goes. I genuinely have no idea what I'm doing. I've read a couple of tutorials. I have like a vague idea of what I'm trying to achieve. I've got shrink wrap right here. So I'm gonna slide the little shrink tubes. I'm gonna take this one and slide it over this. You don't wanna like melt the solder, you wanna melt, well, you wanna sort of heat up the wires so that the solder attaches itself. We're going to take a little bit of solder. This is smoking. That's probably not good. I should have found a way to hold this up. That would have been smart. But I didn't, because I'm an idiot. So we're just gonna heat up the wires and all that shit. Get them nice and hot. If this works, I will be genuinely startled, considering how I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. That smells delightful. Ooh! That certainly looked like soldering. Oh, it's kind of attached. Shit. Houston, we have some sort of liftoff. I'm pretty sure I'm melting part of the casing. Second attempt. It smells like burning wood in here. People who know how to solder are going to be absolutely horrified at what I'm doing. Please just glue together. Oh, that's kind of attached pretty well. Vaguely. Ah! Okay, now I just want to use this to like score foam. Jesus Christ, it's hot. Let's try and do the other side. This is not how you should do it, but it's how we're going to. Whoop. I remember my dad trying to teach me how to solder using a blowtorch. This is somehow more scary. Shit, I've soldered the solder to this. There we go. I think we have one connection done. Possibly. That is not neat. Look at that little ball of silver. I mean, fuck it, man, I'm trying. Jesus, this is hot. It is genuinely like singeing holes in my table. Well, I am using it to melt lead, so it obviously should be hot. I don't know why I'm surprised. No, I did it again. I keep trying to neaten it up and accidentally disconnecting it. Please do not try and solder like how I'm soldering. This is not how anyone should solder anything. I would hesitate to even call this soldering. This is more like an accident waiting to happen. If anything, I'm actually impressed that I was smart enough to remove the battery first. It shrank the end of the shrink wrap. Fuck. It shrank the end closest. So now I can't actually get it over the part that I want to like protect. This stuff really does shrink, fuck. I didn't buy shrink wrap for nothing. We're gonna make this work. Remove the shrunk part. This is a catastrophe. I should never have been like, yeah, I'm gonna make cosplay videos, because then people are gonna realize that I just genuinely, it's lucky that I end up with a costume at all, and not just like a pile of burnt trash. Okay, how are we gonna do this bit? Poorly, probably. Okay, need to get these two to touch. Come on, touch for me. Please. Ah, I only have one hand. Fuck. Ah, God. This is not what I woke up thinking I'd be doing. Swearing at a piece of lead. Sorry, lead 3 solder. We'll never stop being impressed by Camus cosplay, because she can do this quite naturally. And I'm sitting here wondering if I'm gonna kill myself somehow. With a 3-volt battery. There's solder on my table. That's a problem for later. It's a problem for later. Oh, I'm burning my table. It's also a problem for later. There are lots of problems for later. I just want to make you fit. That has somehow worked. School one for me and my idiocy. Get on there. Come on, you fuck. Fuck. Aha, oh, fuck. Yes! We have globulation. Oh, and of course it immediately melted off. Because that's my lot in life. Oh, come on. Adhere. Oh, fuck's sake. That's as neat as we're gonna get. That is not so neat. And I've managed to like shrink the shrink wrap onto it. I wonder if I can just put like an open piece of shrink wrap around it. Come on, baby. Shrink for me. And we're gonna shrink the other side. But one of these connections has like 3 layers of shrink on it. You know, just to be 100% safe. Get on, you little bitch. Okay, we're gonna give this a quick test to make sure that I haven't put these in the wrong way around. That looks good. Yes! So that's gonna be the center of my mystical flame ball. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. Yay! Thought you'd appreciate a close-up view of my really poor soldering job. You can kind of see a little bit in there, but this is my terrible, terrible invention. Just realized that my camera wasn't filming, so missed a little bit of this. Basically, I took the little light I made, I just wrapped the base in the inside of a chocolate wrapper so that it would have silver around the black bit at the bottom. And so far all I've done is cut out a bit of this clear warbler, like I cut out a square, just heated the middle and just went, yeah. You should definitely use, you know, heat-proof gloves when you do this, unlike me, who is burning all of her fingers. So I'm trying to keep that blue switch accessible so that I can like switch it on and off easily. I mean, I also would like to hide it, but yeah, but I'm just trying to make a little cocoon almost that this will go into so that when I want to use it, it's a little less obviously like a battery pack. I want to close up the top, but I want it to sort of be that I can, on the day, get a pencil and just stick my pencil in there and do it up. You know, tat it on, hide the mechanism. Kind of looks like a wonton, honestly. I don't want this to be too visible, so I'm trying to sand it a bit just to, you know, distort what you can see. Also be really careful when you're using a heat gun around something that has batteries, because you really don't want them to explode. I'm thinking if I color the base and have that inside, I'm gonna do something like this. This is a bit of PVC plastic. It's very, whereas this is quite squidgy, but you get this lovely sort of water looking effect with it. So that I think will be the outside, and you know, we'll get this cool water looking effect when I do it. But right now I want to hide all of that inside, which I think I could achieve with a bit of nail varnish. I figure orange is a pretty safe bet for fire, or whatever the fuck this is supposed to be, as long as it sort of distorts the view. Like I said, I don't really know fully what I'm doing here. I just tend to work off of initiative and what I think makes sense at the time. So this is probably not like a great guide to how to make a little floating magic ball, but at least you can sort of see how my brain tends to figure out how to do things. That's just nail varnish remover. I kind of want to thin out this nail varnish so that it's a little neater. I don't want it to look kind of blocky. This looks like a fucking wonton, man. It's not even dry yet, but let's see how the light looks. That's not too bad. Can't really see the base. I'm gonna keep going on this and just get it a little bit thicker, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna go over the bottom of it just to make it less patchy, and then I'm looking forwards to making one of these for the outside, and also trying to work out how the hell I'm supposed to make like a handle for this so that it actually hovers in my hand rather than like holding it. I wish there was a way to make soft versions of these that I could throw at people. Unfortunately there isn't, and I would just be injuring, you know, convention goers, but the dream is there. I can't see what I'm doing because I stared directly into a bunch of super powerful LEDs for a little bit too long. I'm genuinely really blind right now. So I did some work off camera just because no one wants to listen to snapping noises and watch me cry. This was a lot neater when I started out. Don't know if you can see this. It's just, I cut out like this weird sort of wobbly shape out of the plexiglass stuff. I have really thin plexiglass. And I've given it a rub down with nail polish remover just to get rid of the pen that I used to mark it. I've kind of sanded the edges a little bit, and I am now going to try and I don't know, make something out of this. Make a little cradle for it, essentially. First, I'm just gonna trim this down and make it a little bit smaller. I'll probably heat the ends as well later, but for now, I just don't want it to be as long. So that's a little bit smaller. A little bit weedier as well, but you know, fuck it. Now, we're gonna try and shape it around this wonton. First, I'm just gonna blitz the edges to sort of soften them up so that they're not gonna be brittle and snap. Added bonus is that it kind of makes the edges all curl up, so you're already getting that nice, like, watery sort of look. So that's part of it. Once again, I gotta remember to make sure I can stick my pencil inside it. Ooh, cracking noises. That's looking pretty good for now, though. I'm trying to push lots of ripples into it so that there's bits for the light to sort of catch on. Now I just gotta work on making it so that I can actually have it hover on my hand. So we're gonna let this cool down, and then we're gonna try and work on the little hand holder. As you can tell by the assorted debris, I actually removed the inside and then took off all the nail polish because I didn't like the look of the nail polish, and then refolded it. So it's now, you know, clear entirely. What I'm trying to do right now is make the little sort of on the hand thing that'll hold it up, ideally very sort of discreetly. I think I'm gonna try and get this like hand piece done. Largely because I don't want to like keep burning myself, which I am. Because this shit has such a high melting point that it has to get scaldingly hot before I can put it on my hand. Yeah, don't do this the way I'm doing it. It really hurts. But I keep doing it because I hate myself. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so that'll fit like that. No, please don't do the loop. How's that? Alright, let's cool down a little bit. Not too shabby. I've broken it. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna glue two bits together. This is probably the hardest thing to see as well because everything is basically invisible. So if that's like that, I can attach that to that with some super glue. Sand those edges off. That doesn't feel secure enough. Okay, we'll try a slither of this. Strengthen this shit up. Okay, this feels mildly stronger. Ow. I'm having a crisis. I think I know what I'm doing. Going back to the ring, folding that down somewhat. I'm going to stick these together so they're not so structurally unsound. And then find a way to attach this on there, despite the fact that it weighs a ton. Now we're gonna wrap this in this. Hope you saw me burn my own table. Ooh, that's spicy hot. Let's cut that end off. So we have this, which I should also reinforce. Fuck. It's fucking boiling hot super glue. Not safe. I'm just winging this right now. I'm gonna be gluing something that I worked really hard on to a piece of shit. But that's what cosplay is about. Hating everything you do. Kevlar fingers, Kevlar fingers. Let's see. Fuck. Don't do this. Get those like heat safe gloves. Internally, I'm wondering at what point do I spirit glue or spirit gum this to my hand or just contact cement it to myself forever. Ow! It's time to start the music. Let's start the music. It's time to make them up. Shut the knife. Ow. I need a saw. Alright. Progress. That is terrible. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Please fucking work. Still not quite as neat as I would like. Good enough.